All right, so right after Gervonta Davis stops Frank Martin, Floyd Mayweather leaks the sparring, the whole sparring between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. Before, when he was mad at Dev, he leaked a clip of Tank getting off. Yeah. And now he leaks the whole thing.
Man, there shouldn't be no feelings in business, man. You got to take the feelings out of business. I feel like there's a lot of emotional business play that be going on. But you already know, I told you last month, man, like, what you tell me, you said this is boxing, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's part of it, but that just ain't how I move. But it is leaked, and I watched the whole thing, man. I watched at least the majority of it anyway. I thought it was good work for both guys, though. You know what I mean? Depending on how you look at it and what portion of it you watch. I think the Ryan Garcia leak showed more what Tank was doing in those earlier moments of the fight, because it was really like one long round. But what Tank was doing early, where he actually did hurt Dev, and when you look at it, AB did save Dev at that moment. I think Tank was on the verge of getting him out of here because he was hurt, because he hurt him with two good left hands to the body, and Dev wasn't returning fire until AB got in between and broke it up and kind of caused like a distraction, right? After that, I think the stoppage on Tank's part was more running out of gas from trying to kill Dev in the middle of that fight, in the middle of that sparring match in the first place. So I don't give it as much credence, but like you said, when you stop a guy, it is technically a TKO, right? He stopped fighting, but I think he stopped more due to being tired from trying to get him out of here, and there not being any break moments in that, because it's doghouse rules, no breaks, no 30-second rest, no 1 minute rest, no none of that. So I think because of that, Tank stopped. I don't think in a normal Marks of the Queensberry 3 minute round with 1 minute off, I don't think Tank has that problem with Dev. And honestly, I feel like Dev is a formidable opponent for anybody at 35 or 40, but I think Tank still gets him out of here, man.
Do you think the fight looks like that, though, whereas Dev's winning majority of it and he gets caught with a shot?
For sure. I think Tank knows that, though. Tank knows he's only 5'5", 5'6", man. He knows that. And when you watch him against Frank Martin even, he knows I'm not going to point a guy from the outside. And if the guy's not an in-fighter, I'm going to have to work my way close. And while working your way, getting close to a guy, you stand to lose some rounds doing that. You know what I mean? I think he knows that at this stage in the game. He had a certain point in the game where he knows I don't want to exchange early and get hurt trying to do that. So he'll walk you down and risk losing or being behind on points because he knows he has that great equalizer later in the fight. So if you slow down and your strategy isn't one where you could deal with pressure and you can swim without not getting wet for 12 rounds straight, if you slow down in any given round, he will change the tide of the fight, and his IQ is such where he sees it when you let your foot off the gas.
So was the question for that particular fight is that, can Dev survive the onslaught when he gets caught with Tank? If he survives the onslaught, does he win a decision?
If he survives the onslaught, I think Dev will win a decision in that fight. But what I watched against Ryan Garcia, who doesn't have the same level of IQ as a Tank, when you walk into a guy and into a fight with a guy, and I know that everybody gonna curse me out in the comments for the PEDs, I understand. But PEDs the PEDs didn't connect the left hooks. Ryan Garcia connected the left hooks, and there was no strategy to stop the left hook. So if you know that a guy is one-dimensional like a Ryan Garcia and you still come in and you can't get out of the way of the one weapon that he has, I beg to question, couldn't you get out of the way of a guy with a higher IQ who knows exactly what he's doing and exactly how to deliver that poison like Tank does? And I'm like, if you can't get out of the way of Ryan's, I don't see you getting out of the way of Tank at all. So can he win a fight if he stays on his feet for 12 rounds? I think the points go in Devin's favor, in my opinion. But as far as damage goes, can he deal with the attrition and the damage that Tank is going to dish? I don't think so, because when you watch the Lomachenko fight, it happened there too. Lomachenko started getting to him in the second half of that fight, and Lomachenko don't punch like Tank. So I just feel like Dev, his strategy, his game plan in both those fights needed some tweaking, even though I like Dev. I'm a Dev fan, so people think that I'm not, but if you go back and even on your channel, you see, like, I talk highly of Dev, and until the Garcia fight, I thought he was ready for Tank. But after watching him not be able to adapt and adjust to what Garcia was doing and not have a little game plan for dealing with that left, I think he needs to, switch some things up in camp to be able to deal with a Tank.